Hey guys, welcome to Protocol Point. Okay, so in this photo tutorial, we're gonna implement a countdown timer by making use of GetText state management. So let's begin. So here I have already created a new Flutter project by name countdown timer and removed all the default code that comes with while creating new Flutter project. And for now, it simply has a container. Okay, so let's begin. So first of all, as you know that we are going to implement a state management by making use of gettext library. So let's import it. Just go to pub specification.yaml file and over here dependency section, import get. Okay, so just keep the version as empty. It will take the latest version available and hit the pub get button. So get library is been added to your Flutter project. So now let's go to main.dat file. Okay, so first of all you need to import the get.dat package so that you can make use of gettext library. And after that, instead of making use of material app, just make it get material app. So now your complete project is been implemented with gettext library. Okay, so let's create a page, my home page. Okay, so this will be the first page that will get loaded when the app will be launched. Import material.dat file and then import get.dat and make use of stateful widget. Okay, I will just name the class as my home page. Okay, so now from main.dat file we will load this my home page over here. Okay, so just import the page. Okay, done. Okay, so now we need a separate file that for countdown timer. So just create a separate file over here. I will name it as countdown timer state. Okay, so here you need to import get.dat, create a class by name counter state, extends gettext controller. Okay, so now here you need variables, that is first variable will be a count. We will initially set it to 10 and create a let timer class that will help us in uh, decrementing the counter variable. Now create a method to start the timer. Okay, so in this method what we will do is we will just make use of this timer and decrement the counter variable by 1 after every 1 second. Timer dot periodic duration seconds is equal to 1. Okay, so what this method will do is this the inner block of this timer will work after every 1 second. Okay, so here what we need to do is if counter is greater than 0, then just decrement the counter by 1. Count by 1. Okay, and then update. Okay, and if the counter is less than 0, then we need to stop the timer dot cancel and then just update. Okay, so update, this is for state management. As we are just updating the counter variable, we need to update the consumer of this counter, so we are just making use of this update command. Okay, so start timer is ready. Okay, so now let's create a function to pause the timer. So here what we will do is we will just pause the timer dot cancel and then just use update. Okay, and we will just create one more function to reset the timer. So here first of all you need to cancel the timer and then bring back the counter variable reset to 10. Okay, so we are done with the counter state management this file. So now let's move to my home page. Over here just change this UI design to scaffold. Okay, body tag. So inside body tag I will just make use of center widget to bring all the widgets at the center of our screen, and under here child column widget so that I can make use of more than one widget. Text, the first variable will be a text where our counter number will be displayed. This variable will be displayed. Okay, sorry, I need to just make use of count children, and then inside the children I need to add the text widgets. Okay, and then I will just give a elevation button on pressed, child start timer. Okay, so here I will just add one more text widget countdown timer using getText state management. Okay, so now you need to create an instance of this counter state so that you can just access this data and the functions over here. Here create a instance final countdown state. Counter state is equal to get dot put the counter state. Okay, so this counter state is the class name, as you can see. Okay, so now you can use this instance to access this data. So to do that, here what we need to do is first of all here counter state dot start timer. So this will call this method and start our timer. Okay, and now to keep observing this variable you need to use it over in this text widget. So for that, here what we need to do is we need to make use of get builder, and inside this builder you need to show a text widget. So the text over here will be dollar counter state dot count. Okay, and you need to typecast this get builder with counter state like this. Okay, so now let's re start the app. So I have just started the app. Let's wait. Okay, okay, so our app is running. So as you can see, it has a button, a text, and the counter variable is been displayed. So when I press on this button, so you can see the counter starts. Okay, so I have not given any size to this. So let's give font weight, dot bold, font size I will give as 25, restart. Okay, so as you can see, the timer is working. Okay, so now let's create two more buttons. One is to pause the timer and one more is to reset the timer. So I will just copy this. Okay, so one is for pausing the timer and one button is for reset. Okay, so from here you just need to call counter state dot pause. Okay, and counter state dot reset. Okay, so this function will be called. So here we are just pausing the timer, and in the reset we are just pausing the timer, means we are cancelling the timer and then resetting the counter variable back to 10. So let's restart the app. Okay, so our app got restarted. So let me align this. I will just bring all the widgets at the center of our screen. Main axis alignment to center, and then I will just give a sized box so that I can add some gap between the widgets, height of something 15. Okay, over here one and over here one. Okay, so restarted. Okay, so now I will just press on the start timer, so you can see the timer got started. Pause the timer, reset the timer. Okay, so reset is not working. Okay, let me check. Okay, fine. So here you need to just update the observer. So this, as I said, this update function will call this method, means the getX builder, and update that the timer has been resetted. Okay, so restart, timer started, timer pause, timer reset. You can see reset. Okay, so that's all for this video tutorial. Hope you got the concept. Please do subscribe Protocoders Point. Thank you.